Today, what is today? March 16th. We're all going to be trying to do business at a social distance. So I wanted to talk about one of the most effective things you can do. In fact, it's more effective than your normal networking functions, going out, meeting people, knocking doors, whatever. How do I grow my business in a world where everybody is avoiding each other? And social media is the perfect tool for that. So without further ado, let me share my screen and we will jump into this. And I can't tell you how powerful this is if you will jump in and do this. So I'm going to talk about doing videos for, about, and with other people. And when you're doing this, really the key here, let me just see if I can pull that over. There we go. I'm going to jump down to my closing slide when I do this full training. And yeah, I tend to complicate things and overwhelm people sometimes. So I've been closing with this marketing plan for a fifth grader or anyone over 30 with a life. All I need to do is post a video for others once a week. This is your marketing plan. By the way, this is guaranteed to make you the best known professional in your market. Do that once a week, video for others. Remember, it's important to remember that 80% of your content needs to be for other people. You're not doing it for yourself. Give, make it beneficial, make it interesting, make it entertaining, whatever. Once a month, post a video that's for you, something all about real estate, mortgage, whatever, educational, solicitational. Push between 5 and 20,000 views to each one of your videos with $100. Yes, this is the $500 budget. Adjust it. I personally think you should spend $200 per and make your budget $1,000 a month. But with $500 a month, you will be the best known professional in your market, period, bar none, no matter what. And last, collect people who watch your videos. Remember, we've had a lot of trainings where we show you how you can harvest people who watch your videos. In fact, I'm gonna just borrow one real quick here. Where do I have it? And no, Brian, sorry, I have about 37 tabs open at any given moment. Help me. Here we go. Facebook. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I have so many tabs open right now. Sorry, I had this all pre-opened and ready to go, and now I can't find it. Here we go. There it is. Whoopsie. Come on, grab that screen, bring it down. There we go. So, videos for, with, about others. I'm talking about doing interviews or recommendation videos. We've talked about this in the past, but I really want to get into it and show you just what I'm talking about. This is a video that I did with a client and good friend, Carl Spiteri, who is a mortgage professional and a certified financial planner, brilliant man. And one of his primary focuses is reverse mortgages, retirement mortgages, HECMs, whatever you want to call them, since retirement planning is so much of what he does. And Carl was your traditional, I can't do video, whatever. So I just interviewed him. And we happened to do this one in person, shot it on my phone using this little, tripod doodad here, my little personal selfie stick that has the Bluetooth remote control. So I set it up on a table, got it about to our eye level. We sat there and start and stop with the Bluetooth. That was no lights, no mics, no nothing. Especially if you have the wide angle option on your phone. You can get it nice and close to you so that the sound picks up really good. And all I did was interview them. And the end of that, I took that video and put it up. It was about 11, I want to say 11 minutes. Does it say the time here? No, it doesn't, but it was an 11-minute video, which you're going, wow, that's a long one. But let's look at where we're at with that video, which ran it once, interview video right here. Ran that promotion for $169, and we happened to get, where is through plays on here? Let's scroll over. 3-second video watching ends, average, cost, impressions, reach. Well, there we go, through plays. 1,139 people who through played this video, meaning they clicked through and watch some significant portion. It's kind of algorithm based, you know, did they really engage with this video? Did they seem to consume this video? They have to have watched at least 15 seconds, but typically much more. And now that one's actually rerunning, and it looks like, wow, they put a bigger budget on it. And it's got another 592 through plays. All of these people are watching this, and all these people are captured into an audience. So with one simple interview video, Carl's now got what, 1,600, 1,700 and something, 1,731 people that he's added to his database that will continue to see him. That's the harvesting people portion of this. So I wanted to highlight that real quick. So that's the marketing plan that I try to get everybody to focus on. Just make sure you're putting up some piece of content every week. Now, what piece of content, and the piece that I like best is the personal interview like I was just showing you. And yes, it could be a live interview, again, shot on your cell phone. You can do it remotely, and that's what we're here to talk about today, because I don't want to go out and meet with people live, or it's my social responsibility not to. But I can do this from home using Zoom or using Skype. And if you're going to use Skype or FaceTime, you need a recording tool. Yes, Skype has recording built in, but the format's maybe not preferable. So you can use a tool like Pamela. Just look up Pamela and Skype on Google and you'll find Pamela if you're a PC user, or Call Recorder if you're a Mac user, and that's what I happen to use. So I'll just show you if I were to open Skype right now, and we'll let Skype open up. Come on, there we go. Yep, Microsoft is opening Skype, and all of a sudden, bam, look at this, Call Recorder. It's built right into Skype after you install it. I think I paid 29 bucks for this for life. And I set it up so that it automatically records every Skype call. So if I have a Skype call with somebody, it's going to be recorded. And the cool part about that, if you want to be more professional, if you're a video nerd, whatever, is it will record both or all of the people's video and audio as separate files. So I'm going to have a HD recording of you and an HD recording of me that I can then edit together and swap back and forth or do whatever I want. Don't recommend this, like I said, unless you're a video nerd or have a video nerd to help you with this. But you can do that with Pamela on a PC or Call Recorder on a Mac. But the easiest way is to just use Zoom. You can go get a free Zoom account. You can record your calls to your local computer. Even if you have like this 4 people, you can see Renee and Todd and Dave Savage, and they're all having a conference together, and you can have it tile the videos. You can have it swap back and forth between your videos, where Zoom will automatically make the video whoever's talking. So if you and I were having a Zoom interview call right now, and I was talking, it would show me. And then I ask you a question, and then you start talking, and it would cut to you, and it'll automatically cut back and forth and record that. The free version of Zoom will let you do that up to 40 minutes, and you're only going to make, 3, 4, 5-minute videos. Yes, from time to time, you might want to do an 11-minute video or something longer because you've got a bigger topic. But for the most part, you're looking for quick little intro videos. And you can do them, like I said, either tiled or swapping back and forth, and you can skip this live stuff. That's kind of the key. So why interviews? Why about others? Well, because when I brag about others, I create reciprocity. I'm helping them. And when I help them with their business, they tend to want to help me. And if I were to, there we go, jump over into Evernote and see if I can grab my favorite example ever, which was Kenny Klaus. If you guys don't know, Kenny's one of your top 20 Keller Williams in the country. Keller Williams.
My name is Kenny Klaus.
Realtors. And this is my favorite video to show because it's one from over 5 years ago that Kenny did with a dry cleaner. And I love showing this because you're like, wow, what could be more boring than an interview with a dry cleaner? And for that matter, what's that got to do with my business? And this is all about Mike, the dry cleaner. And it doesn't have a lot of views, only 113, and I'm probably 90 or 95 of them. It's not about the views. It's about the fact that Mike is very grateful for what Kenny did and wants to know what he can do to return the favor at the end after the video. And Kenny's like, referrals would be great. And Mike says, I'll go you one better, and starts stapling a Kenny Klaus business card to every dry cleaning order because he is so grateful. Well, I've shown you so many examples of people that do 1, 2, 3 of these types of interviews a week. It's the quickest way to become the digital mayor of your marketplace, of your farm or whatever. But even if you didn't get the views, the relationships with all these people that you develop are over the top. I can't even tell you how much this does to help you bond. There's a lot of psychology in it, and a lot of rationale and reason between helping people with what's important to them. When they're doing video, they're nervous, but now that we use Facebook as opposed to YouTube, and we can use a little boosting, we can get huge viewership so that not only am I helping somebody with their business and doing something really super cool for them that will make them want to do cool things back for me. When I say nice stuff about them, they tend to say nice stuff about me. There's your reciprocity as well. But now when I post it correctly, that video is going to get seen by the majority of their friends, all the people that they know. This is so powerful because it's their friends that are going to engage with the video. That engagement is going to be exciting to that person because now they're going to be able to comment and engage with that video as well. They're going to see the results. They're going to see all the views. And you're going to end up harvesting a bunch of their audience as now your audience, because anybody who's watching the video, you're able to capture them into your audience. So let's just get right into it. Make this one short and sweet today. How do I do these video interviews? And by the way, I think we did touch on this, I don't know, a month or two ago. The most powerful networking technique on the face of the planet, period, bar none, is connecting my connections. So what do I need to do this? I need an open, I need a couple questions, and I need a close. So you're open. How are you going to open your videos? And this needs to be super short. You need to rehearse this. You need to have it down. Same thing with your close, so that you don't waste a bunch of time on it. You're not going to, hi, this is Bill Hillestad, blah, 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 realtor with, and I just wanted to talk about, and that's one of the biggest mistakes I see in interview videos, is the interviewer spends a whole bunch of time talking and hardly gets around to, and I see it regularly where they spend 30 seconds or a minute before they even allow the person that they're interviewing or recommending to get in there and talk. So practice your opening. Hey, it's Bill Hillestad. Sorry, it's Bill Listad. Just wanted to connect some of my connections. Everybody knows that I do all my business by referrals, and my favorite thing is referring the people that are constantly referring business to me. A way to give back to them and a way to give back to you, my friends and connections. So today, without further ado, I'm here to interview blah. And I would practice that and get it shorter and shorter and shorter. But whatever your open is, make sure you got an open. Have that down, have that practiced. The next piece is going to be a reason. A reason people will watch this video. And it could be as simple as looking for the coolest salon in, if you're Chris Prickett, or I just wanted to introduce people to blah, 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 one of the best in, or whatever it is, but I got to give them a reason. What's the reason I'm doing this today? And the reason is I like to connect my most valuable connections. And today I've got a great connection for you. Somebody that everybody would be or should be glad to add to their own personal connection list. Let me introduce blah, 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 blah. So-and-so say hi, whatever. So I got to give them a reason to watch this video. I'm connecting you with. When I do this, when I give them a reason, try to keep in the back of your mind, who needs to pay attention to this? If I'm interviewing somebody about retirement planning, I need to say, if you're at a point where you're starting to think about your retirement, doing some retirement planning, you're going to be very glad that you stumbled into this video today. You're going to be very glad for this introduction, or I've got a great one for you. If you're looking for the best tacos in Manhattan Beach, whatever, if you are, whatever it is, give them a reason. So quick open. Your open includes the reason that people should watch this, and then I'm going to say something nice. I'm going to brag about the person, but I don't want to spend a bunch of time bragging. And by the way, you can mix up the order of this a little bit. If you want to introduce them first, and say hi to everybody, blah, blah, blah. So let them talk as soon as possible. So, hi, good to meet everybody. Fantastic. Well, Jim is not only a close personal friend, but I got to tell you, he is and he takes a different approach to you're going to be but I want to say something nice about them. When you say something nice about somebody else, when you pay that compliment, there's a thing that happens from a psychological standpoint. It establishes you as an authority figure. When I'm recommending somebody else, it automatically, I'm not going to say makes me the alpha, but for lack of a better term, makes me the alpha, or makes me the authority in this. So when I say something nice about somebody, it says a lot about me as well. Just trust me on that one. So I'm going to say something nice about somebody, and then I'm going to ask 1 to 3 rearranged. How about prearranged? Prearranged questions. And when I say prearranged, the key to doing an interview, and there is an interview tutorial document up in the resource center. If you want to go there and download it and get some heavy duty details on how to do an interview. But trust me, all you got to know is that you're going to have a conversation with them first, kind of a pre-interview, where you might talk about what makes them different, how they got into the business. And this is where that tutorial document has a bunch of sample questions. But you want to identify 1 to 3 prearranged questions before you go into it. What you don't want is to have a long, drawn-out interview and really, have them rambling on about different things, or ask them questions that you don't know the answer to, and then they offer up kind of a lame answer. No. Go through and kind of pre-interview them. And when you're doing that, when they give an answer that's a good answer, ooh, that's a good one, something that will highlight what makes them different, highlight their personal philosophy, their commitment to, their love of, whatever, how they got in the business, something that's interesting or entertaining, something that has some story to it. People love stories, but when you get one of those answers, Beautiful. I love that one. That's going to be one of our questions. I'm going to ask you, make sure you emphasize the part about your grandfather encouraging you to blah, 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 blah. And again, we want to keep these short and sweet. So I'm going to instruct them to answer it the same, shorter, however I want them to answer, but I'm going to jot down that question on a note card. And then I'm going to keep going and then jot down another one and another one. You really don't want to go past 3 questions. And you'll see when you get into that interview tutorial document that very frequently it's kind of a past, present, and future. How'd you get into this business? Usually gets a really good story from people. Present might be something like, so who's going to be glad they saw this video today? Who's looking for you? Who's your ideal customer? That kind of question. And they can say, oh, well, I'm, people who really love authentic Mexican, blah, 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 or people who are looking for a hands-on agent that, whatever, and they'll talk about their present, who needs them, who should find them. So talk to me about your future, your goals, your plans, where you want to be in 5 years, opening more locations, whatever. And it doesn't have to be past, present, future, but oftentimes it ends up something like that. But identify those questions. 1 to 3 prearranged questions. Excuse me. They know what you're going to ask. They know what they're going to say. It takes away some of the nerves and will get you a better video. That's it. So I need to have my quick open in which I introduce them, tell them who this video is for, give them a reason to pay attention, say something nice about whoever it is, brag about them, the compliment, the recommendation. Then I can hit them with a couple questions, and then I'm going to have my call to action. And guys, if you practice your opening, write it down, practice it, tweak it, shorten it, get your opening down, then work on your close and your call to action, because this is where you're going to, at the end, you're going to deliver everybody a call to action. Well, that's it. If you're looking to get a hold of a blah, 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 or if you want to get a hold of Jeremy, you can click down below and you're going to include a link to, or I've also put in his phone number, or reach out and friend him on Facebook, shoot him a message, whatever. You can even put a link over to his page, but shoot him a message and reach out, connect, whatever. But I'm going to give them a call to action to make a connection, visit the location, whatever, and to please, your comments, your shares, your likes mean the world to us. If you enjoyed this, give Jeremy some love, hit that like button, hit that share button. Thanks so much. So I want to tell them, and every video should always tell people to like, comment, share, visit. You always have some call to action. So quick call to action, you got it down, and you want to anchor your brand. Remember, you're not selling, don't sell. So that's it. And now don't forget, if you need a top-notch realtor, I'm the best top-notch. No. Don't get self-serving. You just need to anchor your brand. This is where if you do, or if you can have somebody edit your video, and guys, you can do this all on an app. Just go to your app store, whatever, format phone you use, Play Store, Apple Store, whatever, and look at video watermarking. And you see a ton of apps where you can drop a watermark on your video, or go find a watermarking tool on or for your desktop. But something so I can put my logo on the video. You can see that here. If we were to just expand and look at, whoopsie, there we go. See, Prickett TV, he made a special logo just for this, and so it wasn't Prickett Realty. He also put that logo on his mic flag, as well as Prickett Realty on the other side. So it's got the branding built into it. As long as we anchor your brand and what you do, we have to remind them what business you're in, but you don't need to sell. You don't need to sell. As a matter of fact, if you ever do watch Dave Savage and Jeremy Forcier. Dave interviews Jeremy, and Jeremy is a top producing loan officer, and did a video just, I don't know, last few weeks, in which, if I recall, Jeremy was going through the online business he got, and it did not come from ads. It came from a video where he was dancing or something like that. He actually got a couple deals from people that reached out to him. When I showed you Kenny Klaus's stuff up here, Kenny introduces himself as Kenny Klaus, Klaus Team Realty Keller Williams, but that's it. And then he puts this little logo on there, but everything else is all about somebody else. It's not self-serving. It just reminds them, hey, Bill Hillestad, ABC Realty. Hey, Bill Hillestad, XYZ Mortgage. I'm here today with, or today I'm going to. So make sure you anchor your brand, ideally with your logo. Whoops, my stuff keeps jumping around. Ideally with your logo, but definitely with what you say. That's it. So I got an open. I give them a reason to watch. I say something nice about this person, and that one doesn't have to happen right there. It can happen just before your close, after the questions if you want, but you got to squeeze it in there where you say it's an endorsement. You're endorsing somebody. And then I close. So I got to open, a few questions, and a close. Yes, and there I'm also going to say something nice. I'm going to give people a reason at the beginning to watch this. Just like when you write, tell them what you're going to tell them, what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. So always give people a reason up front to watch your video. And now that you have your video, and guys, videos don't have to be edited. These are unedited videos. Dave Savage is the master interviewer. He does these multiple times a week. He's always got guests on. Sometimes it's a whole bunch of guests. Sometimes it's just one. Does them all on Zoom, and then just posts the Zoom video. No editing, no fluff, no frills, nothing. That's it. So you don't have to worry about a lot of post-production. You can if you want, especially if you're using something like Pamela or Call Recorder. Now you gotta, have somebody really edit up that video, and you can put in some B-roll and pictures and images and show them stuff. But hey, if not, just do it on Zoom. Just do it on Zoom. When I do them on Zoom, by the way, if I have graphics that I want to show during the video, I just use the screen sharing like we just did here. And I'll click, boom. Hey, take a look at that. There's his store. There's blah, 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 blah. Here's here's copies of, let's talk about reviews. Look at some of these reviews. You've got 63 reviews on 5-star reviews on Zillow. And then I'll have that screen up, share it, talk about it for a second, and then stop sharing and go back to us. So a really easy way to make these quick, simple little interview recommendation videos. Then I'm going to go post it to my page. I'm going to put my boost on it. And to make this extra simple for you, and I'm trying to it's my commitment for 2020, simple, so that people follow through and execute. Use the boost button. I always say, don't use the boost button because you can't do the super targeting. You can't do the whatever. Yeah, you know what? For these, because it's about them, it's okay. Go ahead and just hit the boost button. Optimize after you hit the boost button. It'll say, do you want to do it for videos or for engagement? Either one is fine, but if you really want to move the counter and get a whole bunch of video views, say video views. If you're really trying to harvest their audience, yeah, I'm interviewing a financial planner, and man, are his or her clients perfect for me because I'm a reverse mortgage guy or whatever, and he works mainly with retirees. Well, then I would choose engagement because Facebook's looking for engagement. Their followers are going to be the engagers. So Facebook will follow that engagement path more aggressively, and you will hit all of those, and you will get the engagement. If I had to have a rule of thumb, I would say if you're doing a really small budget, $10 or less, use video view optimization, and you get the option of doing instant views or through plays. Do the instant, the 2-second views, whatever, because that's what's going to move the counter. And you want to have a whole bunch of views for bragging rights and to make them feel grateful and feel that reciprocity. If you, and look, if you're just going for straight up, I want to get 10,000 views, definitely. Video view optimization and 2 seconds, and put $100 and you're going to get your 10,000 views most of the time. If you are not worried about the counter as much and you're spending more than $10, then go for engagement. Get a bunch of engagement. That'll make them excited. It's more likely to get business for them and business for you because you're going to get the engagers, the people that will engage. And don't hesitate to boost it twice. Split your budget and do one of each, one for engagement and one for video views. So I'm going to post it. I'm going to boost it. Yes, I'll let you actually use the boost button here. So it's super duper easy. You put that post up on your page and then you hit the boost button and then away you go. Now it's boosted. Next, you're going to share it. And remember, like we showed you, when you're sharing, you have to change the attribution on the post. Before you hit share, if you share as your page, you can only share to other pages. But if you hit the little picture, attribution picture next to share, and pick your personal profile, now you can share it to your own timeline, which you want to do. Sometimes you don't. If I'm a loan officer and I refer a new realtor every week, I don't want to have people see me referring lots and lots and lots of realtors. So I might not want to share it to my page. In fact, I might even exclude my own audience. If you're a realtor and you're referring 5 different loan officers, you can exclude your own audience if you want, but I'm going to share it to my profile most of the time. I'm going to share it to their timeline. You got to be friends with them personally. Make sure you are, and you should be friends with everybody, certainly before you're doing an interview with them. But you're going to share it to their timeline. You're going to tag them in when you're writing the post. If you start to write their name, trust that you guys know how to tag. If not, you can Google it. You also want to tag their business page if they have a business page with any following, to make sure that you get the following or reach those followers if they're not friends with them personally. So share, tag, and then last, audience management, guys. You have to keep going back into audiences on Facebook and then going into create custom audience, see or audiences, not create audiences, spot it once you've created it, and just go back to your video engagement audience that you have and add this video in so that anybody who watches this video will be captured into that custom audience that you want to continue to see your market. In the same way that I showed you, Carl had those 2 videos and he had all those people that watched a through play. Well, we create an audience when we put up the first video. Yes, anybody who watches this video for a through play, add them into this audience. Later, I go back into that audience, check the box next to it, hit edit, and now I say videos, and I go check the box next to the next video. And you can add as many videos as you want, and anybody who watches them will now be in that custom audience that you can target later with your weekly nurturing content that you're putting out there, so that you're reaching everybody you know. But even if you're not going to do that, because you can do it retroactively, you can literally harvest people that watched a video 11 months ago up to 12 months ago. So don't worry about that for now. Just go out and start recommending people. And you can do it with, I suggest Zoom. It's the easiest. You can do it for free. If you want to go paid and go past 40 minutes and have other features, wonderful. Spend the 10 or 15 bucks a month it costs for a basic Zoom account and do that. That's what we're using right now. There you go. Now you've got the ability to interview people. And now just start going through your LinkedIn, going through your Facebook, your Rolodex, thinking about people that you know that you could give a recommendation to. And when you get into the types of videos, look, it could be a who's who kind of thing. It could be businesses. It could be if you're looking for a accountant, interior decorator, blah, 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 restaurant, a business. I just wanted to introduce somebody that's one of my best friends that I love to, whatever. As long as you say nice stuff about people, they're fairly interesting. And you know what? They're going to be interesting to their friends. Like I said, you can always exclude it from your audience. No, I don't want to oversaturate my audience. I just want to hit their audience. Wonderful. Doesn't matter. But if you did this once a week and you put a little boost behind it, one, every week you're going to make a new strong connection. Somebody's going to feel obligated to help you because you help them in a major, major way. And you're going to freak out on how much business people get from this. We all know lots of people. We all know lots of people that we could recommend. We've all had lots of good business experiences. They don't even have to be people that you previously were friends with on Facebook. I guess it can't be a restaurant owner right now because we're not allowed to go to restaurants anymore. They're all closed. But I know somebody who that was their whole business. They would go because she was a self-professed lousy cook, both she and her husband. So they went out to eat 5 times a week, they said. And when they'd go out, they would, if they had a good meal, good experience, they'd ask to meet the manager or owner. And when that person came out, they'd say, hey, do you mind? We just wanted to recommend you too. And then you set up your phone and your little thing, and you say, hey, here with, blah, blah, blah. We said, oh, it was incredible. What you, oh, chicken cacciatore. Anyway, you need to come down. This is, love this place. Oh my gosh. That's such a powerful video. And the person you shot it with, and again, being on video, 3rd biggest fear in the country. When people are afraid, they're open, they're vulnerable. It's a bonding experience extraordinary. By the way, if you can see my little video here, and I'll go ahead and stop sharing because we need to wrap up here anyway. Yeah, I used to use these, but I added this to the wish list recently, which is the exact same thing. It's just the little, folds into nothing tripod. Love this thing because it fits in my pocket. I can literally take it into the restaurant in my pocket. It's tiny. It has the Bluetooth. It pops out, holds my whoops, there we go. There, my Bluetooth. Everything is there. It takes up almost no space. But now the new one I added has a 1/4x20 tripod mount on top. So I can put a microphone or a light on top. And the light, almost never necessary. Cell phones are so good. If there's heavy overhead lighting, it does tend to make shadows that look better if they're taken away. And I like the benefit of making people feel like they're on video because when they're in front of a light, it tends to make them a little more nervous. And I don't want them to be too nervous, but a little bit, yeah, it just kind of adds. But yeah, that's it. That's my new favorite little toy. And look at how tall this thing goes. It's way up there. And so I can stand up. As long as I can put it on a table, I can stand up and shoot my videos. That's all I need. That little gizmo is all I need. This is it. So yeah, there you go. Tina, who I was talking about, restaurant. That's all it takes. She's meeting them in real time. You can, anytime you meet somebody and go, wow, this person's interesting. Wow, this person's an influencer. This person's connected. This person has a great service, a great personality, a great story, a funny joke. I don't care what it is. I just wanted to introduce you to this really funny guy I just met. Come on, tell us a joke. Oh, that cracked me up. And that's it. As long as I shoot a video with somebody, keep it short and sweet, post it, push it to them so that they can, and advanced tip, when you post it to your page, if they're a business, if they have a page of their own, you can allow cross-posting, Google it. You can allow cross-posting to their page and designate their page for that video. So now they can post the video on their own page and it will get way more views because it's a native post than if it's just shared. And when you allow it to be cross-posted, instead of just sending them a video, the video views aggregate. So yeah, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get 1,000 views, then I give it to them and they get 1,000 views. And now it's got 2,000 views on the counter, and you're able to harvest the people from both. It's really, really powerful. But guys, that's it. Every time you meet somebody that's worth, I just wanted to introduce you to somebody. Aren't you at a party, cocktail party, whatever, function, event? And aren't people always introducing, the connectors are, I just wanted to, hey, come here, I wanted to introduce you to somebody. Happens to me all the time. People are always, well, man, if you would just do that over Zoom, Skype, call recorder, whatever you want to use, and then post it, people will fall in love with you. You'll get massive views. You're helping people. You're doing good. You're not being self-serving, and your business will grow faster than you will know what to do with. That's how we can all help each other in a world where social distancing is our current norm for the unforeseeable future. Yeah, I'm going to eradicate social distancing with my videos that I'm doing. So there you go. Please go start doing these. You don't have to get somebody on an interview like this, by the way. I can just open up their page and say, check it out. Da, 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 da. This is my friend. This is what they do. Look at some of their content. I can, again, screen share, cut back me, blah, blah, blah. Go check them out. And I can refer them without, but it's so much better. All videos are better with 2 people in them or more. Get them online. Get your Zoom account, your free Zoom account, and get 4 of them on there and just say, I wanted to, da, 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 da. And make it a weekly networking thing. Hey, it's Bill's networking show episode number 9, whatever. And today I wanted to introduce you to a handful of people, or today I've got some really cool guests. 1, 2, 3, and I could make it a 10-minute episode and actually recommend 5 people who would also comment to each other and refer each other, and I could make it a show or an episode, but give. Don't make it all about you, and you will do so much better. All right, so much for short. I know that one was long. Trust me, that's it. Videos for, with, and about others. That's the key. For, with, and about others. Same thing with your closing. Same thing with the clients you love. Same thing with the people that are holding a charitable function. Videos for, with, and about others. That's how you do your videos. That's how you network better than you ever have from the comfort and safety of your laptop or cell phone. Don't forget to engage, because trust me, you're gonna have more social interaction with people doing this than you ever have at any other type of function you know about. If you guys are in BNI groups or LTIP or whatever, this is what you all need to be doing, and it's how you keep them going while you can't get together and network. You can still network like this all the time. And post it and share it. It's what they should have been doing anyway, all of you LTIPper, BNI, whatever, networkers. All right, rambling happens every week, right? And I always say, I'm not going to ramble anymore, but I can't help myself. Appreciate you guys more than you know. Thanks for taking the time. Please do like, share, comment. I guess these don't have like, share, comments because they're not up. And I'm really, really bad at putting this stuff up on my own Facebook because I don't want my phone to ring. All right. Appreciate you guys. I will see you next week. Be safe. So quick tips for you. Don't panic about all the stuff being sold out at the stores. Just go online shopping. Yeah, Amazon is having some issues, but I just got all kinds of food from everything else was empty, but I got lots. Of everything I wanted. My freezers are stocked, and I just shopped it all online at Vons.com or Amazon. I can't get Purell. Oh yeah, I found a nice, just Google it. I've actually got a couple clients putting up how to make your own Purell, how to make your own disinfectant. You can literally use vodka and witch hazel, or you can use alcohol and isopropyl alcohol and aloe vera and make Purell, and it's every bit as effective and cheaper and easier. Just go Google it. There's a way around all this stuff, uh, and get out and do everything we can to minimize the impact of having to stay at home. Be as social as you can. All right, guys. Oh, thanks again. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will see you next week. Bye for now.